People who quit drinking. What did you do to not drink? Literally anything that wasn't alcohol. If I wanted to lay on the couch all day and eat potato chips, I did it. If I wanted to smoke weed, I did it. If I wanted ice cream and pizza for dinner for a week straight, I did it. Anything that wasn't drinking was in, all alcohol was out. I am over 4 years sober now. Edit. Thanks for all the kind words of support. I definitely know weed isn't good for me, but I promise you stoner me is amazing to be around in a way drunk me never could compare. I am not. I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I returned my empties for the past 3 months. $35 total at 10 cents a piece. Okay, 350 beers, that's not that bad. Put that into a calorie tracker. Around 50,000 calories, or about 15 pounds. Oof. That's where the mystery weight came from.
I drank water.
A lot of water. And that's what got me off vodka. I was drinking every day. I had to quit because I had stomach problems. 2 months sober. I'm very proud of myself. I replaced drinking with snacks and sleep. Turns out you can't be drunk if you're unconscious from a food coma. I went to Alcoholics Anonymous. I had a very high bottom, was completely functioning in life without outside signs of trouble, but I was emotionally crashing. I still had a little bit of choice left, and I chose to go to AA. I am 34 years sober now. I learned to take what I needed and leave the rest at meetings, met wonderful people, and created a support system that never fails me. I'm glad I stuck around long enough to bloom where I was planted. I had to quit drinking 2 weeks before my breast augmentation, and the first few days were rough. I had been drinking consistently for around 5 months at that point, like almost every night. And one morning, it just kind of clicked that I don't like waking up puffy and hungover, loudly crying face. The sober path is nice. The craving stopped, and if anything, I grew an aversion to it. 42 years sober. I humiliated others and myself one too many times. My girlfriend asked me if I wanted help, and 2 hours later, I was checked into a 30-day program at a hospital. She does not know I am aware she is at 8 years herself. Miss UKJB. The hardest part for me was the social judgment from others for not drinking. Society makes it very normal to drink. So what I did was I texted all my friends that I was done drinking, and after I did that I felt like I couldn't go back on my word. Didn't really do anything different other than admitting I had a problem and deciding no longer to have that problem and making a conscious effort every day to not drink. It's been working since October 2024 and is still a mighty effort to not drink. Watched my parents slowly kill themselves. I quit drinking after my mom got polyneuropathy, and I don't miss it. Started with NA beers. Drank a lot of those in the beginning because I was still feeding the habit of just having a thing to drink. Slowly over time, I drank less and less of those. I'll still have an NA after work, at events, or going out, but after 1 to 2 I'm good. Without the alcohol, the NA beer just makes me feel full. Read r/stop drinking every day. Marked off day by day on calendar. Did something for myself at milestones 7, 30, 60, 90, etc. Read Quit Lit. Read the Big Book, AA. Listened to sobriety podcasts. Did some therapy. Talked to sober friends. Stopped engaging with drinking friends for a while. Kept it mostly to myself until after first year passed. Now tell people I do not drink at all anymore. One of best things I ever did for myself. I was not physically addicted to alcohol, but it was It was me that finally was done. Started AA in January 2024, and here I am 2 years later still sober. Don't do meetings much anymore, but they were my rock in my first year. Tried naltrexone before I stopped. Honest opinion is that it made me feel like disconnected from life. AA helped me much more. Stopped keeping it in the house completely. Sounds simple, but that 2 a.m. craving disappears fast when getting a drink requires actually leaving. Laziness honestly became my most effective sobriety tool for the first 6 months. Drove my car into a house and almost killed 2 people sleeping. While I was in jail, I decided in that moment my alcoholism was over. I would never touch it again. May 9th, 2026 will be 9 years sober. Honestly, a lot of weed. I just took a look at how much money my drinking habit was costing me, and I decided that I'd rather not drink than work to support my habit. In the end, I quit drinking because it's a financial decision, not because I'm emotionally attached to it, not because it defines who I am, but just simply I don't have the money to drink. Therefore, I don't. I used to be a bottle of vodka every other day and rum on weekends. Met my spouse in 2005, a few weeks before my 30th, and he told me, I don't really like dating guys who drink a lot, so I'll leave it up to you. I decided. 21 years later, best decision. I may have one glass of wine for my birthday, and that's a far stretch, but absolutely no hard alcohol at all. Pretty sure my liver and kidneys appreciate it as well, as does my heart. I told myself I can get drunk tomorrow if I wanna, every time I thought about drinking a beer. Been telling myself that for 5 years now. I stopped buying drinks. My alcohol addiction was overcome by an iced tea addiction. Medication. Anything that wasn't drinking, honestly. I had a wake-up moment that flipped a switch in my brain. Went from drinking every day for the overwhelming majority of 13 years to cold turkey quitting. I wasn't prepared for the boredom. Thankfully, I have a large circle of friends, and I'm in a city, so there was plenty to do at any given time. Having flavored sparkling water around helped with oral fixation and the want for something fizzy without drinking a ton of sugar-filled soda. Weed helped with just eventually got sick of the horrible day after feeling, or the nearly dying from nausea/vomiting before sleeping feeling. Thinking vividly of those memories helps.